was I looking for? Came out now. Where is should have been warranty tags. It's okay. Metro Fusion had a battery. So as well. Hey, Makina. Not much I could do about erasing the save file in the Sims game, I guess. I'll figure it out later. How you doing today? Hey, JFix. Good morning. I'm alive, Makina. How you doing today, JFix? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use scraper to get that off, aren't I? You want a French champagne? Once you get a taste of her, you'll never be the same. You can go and see Pretty decent. Well, pretty decent is still better than not decent at all. But it sounds like you could use a good cup of joe. I recommend Deathwish coffee, with a scoop of sugar and a good helping of white chocolate syrup. Makes for a nice white chocolate mocha first thing in the mornings. Whether or not you drink coffee, it is a nice pick-me-up. Just remember, it could always be worse. You could be dead. Or me. So, man, this Metro Fusion is now good to go with Fusion data. Boom, boom, pow. I knew there was one more hiding. Actually, I feel like there's another Game Boy Advance game I'm overlooking. Is chat showing up on screen? I wasn't paying attention. Nope. What are you talking about? It's right there, Makina. Was it not doing it earlier? Are you trying to trigger me? You gotta love Amazon. Hey, so I have this broken product that you sent me. Does not work. Oh, we're so sorry about that. Can you tell us why it doesn't work? I mean, it doesn't work. If I knew the reason behind it, I would be fixing it. And it's like, I would just like to return this and get a refund. And they're like, okay, well, would you like to keep the item? And we're going to give you a partial refund. It's like, um, what? And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this $300 item, we will give you a $62 refund if you keep the item. It's like, so you sent me a used broken product when I ordered a brand new product, and now you want me to take a 240 some dollar loss and keep the product. No, it's okay. I think I'll vouch for my refund. Thank you. Moments where you're really kind of like just debating on, well, them in general. I mean, seriously. Next period. Oh, from the 16th. So tomorrow. No, Tuesday is when they'll pick the stuff up for return. If I had my car, I would just go drop it off myself. Yeah, it happens every now and then where they do something smart, you know. But it is one of those things where it's kind of amusing. Because, like, if I did the same thing, if I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, you spent $500 on an Xbox Series X that I told you was fully functional and refurbished. And I'm like, but I tell you what, you can keep the Series X, and instead of a $500 refund, I'm going to give you $75 back. So you get to keep the broken console and 75 bucks. What you say? 90% of people would be cursing me out, leaving me negative reviews and everything, call me a sham and all 900 yards in the book before they agree to anything. So, like, the fact that Amazon is able to get away with it and people actually are like, oh yeah, that's cool. why not? I'll just keep the item and I will get like a tenth of the, no, 20% refund. No, 300, 10% would be 30, 20% would be 60. Yeah, I'll get a 20% refund. Thank you. And it's like, okay, so I just have to become a multimillionaire for you to be okay with me not giving you your money back. Gotcha. I mean, heck, the closest I can get is like if a customer buys something in store and they come to do a return. Closest I can do is be like, hey, so let me do one of two things for you. I can give you a full refund in store credit, or I can refund you to the way you paid, which would be credit card or cash, at a 20% restock fee. But that's only if like I'm not the one at fault, you know. So if they bought like the wrong game or something, then they're like, oh well, let me just do store credit because like I want a game, but I just got the wrong one. It's like, okay, cool. So then they just swap it out for a different item. Or if like very seldomly do I get that person that's like, oh well, he's like, nope, I don't, because the product worked when it left here. You're telling me that there is no issues with it, so I don't see why I should give you a full refund for something that wasn't my fault. And then usually they're like, nah, nah, you're right, you're right. Let me just look around and I'll maybe swap it out. Yeah, and I think that's the best way for me to be because I don't want to be like those other stores that are like, oh yeah, no, we're not, multi-million dollar corporations, so you can't get a cash refund. Like, that seems kind of weird. They gave you cash, why can't you give them their cash back, dude? But like, I have to sit here, test, clean, repair, and everything else. So like, if you bring it back to me, even if it's a disc, it goes back into my disc resurfacing pile because I have to see if that disc needs to be resurfaced. You know, the only time that I don't do that is if you buy a brand new product and there's nothing wrong with it. There's no opening of the product. it's 100% brand new still. Like, I have no way to suspect you opened it, and I can literally just go throw it back on the shelf. I don't charge the restock fee, especially if it's within 24 hours. If you bring it back like a week later, I'm gonna be like, yeah, 20% restock fee, but it's brand new. You also waited 7 days to tell me you had the wrong product. I mean, if I were you and I spent $60 on something and it was the wrong thing, I mean, even with my forgetful dumbass, like, I probably would have called her something and be like, hey, I think I got the wrong game. You mind if I come swap it out? And so I get a kick when people are like, oh, well, I was busy. And it's like, bro, I'm awake from like 6 a.m. usually to 2 a.m. Uh, I understand being busy, but like, even I manage somehow to do stuff. So if I can manage, I'm sure you can manage a 10-second text message to the store going, hey, I got the wrong product. Mind if I return it? Or something. Then again, I'm also a sociopath apparently, so. 6 one half a dozen me. Wow, that's like a wolf. You know, if I had replacement shells, I probably would just take this label off, throw it in on a replacement shell, throw this in an ultrasonic cleaner, and then put the worse label on this one for the next game. But like, I'd have to have like OEM official replacement shells or something, at least identical for me to do that. Very welcome. Sent my sister uh, a Highland cow plushie that's also weighted and can be heated up and stuff for Valentine's Day, and she's now blowing up my phone loving him. Hmm. Should I be working? Yes. Okay, so before I replace the battery on this one, let's at least make sure that this turns on since it's a garbage condition. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I remember when Captain Sparkles made the best like Minecraft parody songs. I was getting concerned, didn't know where my soldering iron was because it wasn't in the holder over there. Forgot I put it in this holder. I know, right? I'm listening to YouTube on my headphones, and YouTube's like, by the way, you haven't listened to Captain Sparkles in quite a while. Do you want to listen to it? It's like, wait a minute, did you say Captain Sparkles? And it's like, yes, I do want to listen to Captain Sparkles Minecraft parodies. So now I'm listening to Captain Sparkles Minecraft parodies. Because why not? I'm an adult. I can do what I want. Everyone can judge me. I'm on the internet after all. Making a fool of myself. People just will question my sanity and not my skills. Exactly. You know, some of the best stuff I've ever listened to have never been anything newer. I can't think of any new songs that even compared to half the stuff I used to listen to when I was younger. I mean, hell, dude. I can't even find a song that even has the same energy as Mambo Number 5. Dude, I remember when Minecraft was supposed to be a Java programming guide for students to learn how to write games in Java. Then the next thing I know, like a couple years later, everyone's like, "I'm playing Minecraft," and it's just like, you're playing a programming simulator? What? Like it was a Java sandbox for you to learn how to write Java, and they're like, "No, no, it's a game." It's like, what? No. Unfortunately, I was stupid and I overrode my original copy of Minecraft and got all the updated stuff, and I'm like, ah, fuck. I'm sure I've got Minecraft, like one of the betas for Minecraft on my hard drive somewhere. Do I have the care or concern to go look for it? Nope. Will I stumble across it one day and find it and be like, oh shit, look what I got. Yep. I need good music again. Like, let's bring back people making questionable songs that are like good, fun songs. Not questionable songs that prove that like someone killed someone. And it's kind of like when you listen to like an anime opening, they're like, "Dude, this rocks," and then you find out later that the English translation is just like, "Dude, that's a song about suicide." Oh, my bad. It's still a rocking song though. Hello, Mr. Causeway. How in the hell are you, good sir? Welcome to another night with the Yeti rambling about stupid stuff that makes no care concern about the world. Ah, 8-bit. Hello, 8-bit. I remember when that came out. I got so annoyed in like the first 5 minutes. Just having a coffee. I love coffee. I just bought new sugar, so I'm not sure if I want to go back to using my granulated sugar that I bought, or keep using the sugar on the raw that I had. Does the fox say? Now that's gonna be stuck in my head. Thanks, 8-bit. Uh, I was looking at compilations for Eurovision a few days back, and I remember when Fairy Tale was released for it, or during Eurovision, and it's like, that's awesome. And then it's like showing all these other ones like Europapa and Espresso Macchiato, and I'm just like, those songs were allowed to air during Eurovision? The hell? I mean, hell, even the one song that everyone seemed to love for a while with the saxophone guy, that was like the best one that's come out in recent years. I have not been able to find really any other songs that rock with that, or even do anything close to like that. You know, I just want music to go back to giving you like the soul of entertainment and fun, opposed to what it is nowadays, where it's like, hey, let's kind of just yell at this microphone and see what happens. You know, I don't. I cannot think that, or I shouldn't say that. I can't so far have not found any artists recently where you can tell by their music they're enjoying making that music. You know, most of them sound so money driven nowadays that it's like, dude, what happened to the artist that's like, dude, I am making this for my own amusement. If you don't like it, see if I care. That's what I want brought back. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm one to talk. I haven't picked up any of my instruments in God knows how long. But that's because I retired from music, because I feel I was no good. I also think I'm a shit technician, though. And you guys keep coming back to my streams, so I don't know if you guys are having fun watching me be a crappy technician, or if you guys actually think I'm somewhat decent. I know Sloth thinks highly of me. I don't know why. So strange. I don't understand. Once this fucking ad and I'll have Fallen Kingdom. Distraction! This is my sister's sheepdog does not like her lavender Highland cow. It's only slightly deformed. Yeah, that's what I get for using too high of heat. Okay, I'll lower its condition tomorrow. Too high heat of heat. I should have stuck with the lower heat. That was my bad. There we go. Damn it. My music's interrupted. Dude. Oops. Thanks, Makina. I sometimes forget to undo the mute. I was saying, I'm debating if I want to do a President's Day sale or not. I just got done with the Valentine's Day sale. Now today, since it's past midnight, is President's Day. Nah, I appreciate it, man. Still trying to get used to the whole streaming thing, you know? It's not like I'm working to make a living off of streaming, but, you know, gotta do these repairs. And apparently you guys like watching me do repairs. So. Alright, so Frogger works just fine, does not need a save file. Slightly melted, has to be marked as poor condition. What do you guys think? President's Day sale, 15% off store-wide? Not necessarily. The last few sales that I've had have been more Facebook scalpers and resellers and the likes trying to take advantage of it than actual people. Plus, I hate the idea of people coming in just for a sale. Because then it starts creating that culture of actually just hunting for the sale instead of hunting for the support. You know what I mean? They have the best prices in the state of Alaska, and people hunt for a sale more than they help for supporting the oldest game store. It's slightly annoying. Plus, they provide the best quality too. No other game store replaces their batteries right out front for every single cartridge. Half of them only do it for Pokemon games. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a President's Day sale. Usually these holidays are the best ones to do sales on. Primarily because everyone else is doing sales. Probably should have thought about that earlier though. I ain't doing last minute announcements. Did I check this battery? I don't think I checked this battery. Oh, battery's good all the same. Dry Clorox wipe, great for spreading. Yeah, wet Clorox wipe, great for cleaning the plastic. Good morning, Ryan. How are you doing this morning? I forgot I already erased that save file. Probably take advantage of tomorrow being a holiday and people thinking that they're probably closed to get some more cleaning done. Probably post a sale first thing in the morning. Because if I could get the front cleaned up, I could stream during the day and do repairs during the day. Can't believe it's been an hour and all I've done is clean Game Boy cartridges. Gotta get quicker. Gotta get quicker. Gotta be fast. Gotta become like Sonic. Super fast. I'll. Ryan, have you had your coffee yet? Or are you saying ill? Is my brain not working yet? Probably not, but still. You did an 8-hour stream yesterday and I missed it? What was I doing? Probably trying to work, but Also, I was just at Brown Jug and I completely forgot to send Booter pics of the tobacco that I can get. I don't think we have a sales tax on tobacco. I think it's just liquor. Pretty sure it's just liquor. Was an all-nighter? Was it at the same time that Rusty and I were streaming? Because isn't it like 2 a.m. in the morning for you or something right now? I wonder if the gym's gonna be open tomorrow. Hopefully I forgot to see if the gym's open tomorrow. It's gonna be a bummer if they're not. And another one down, another one down. Bruh. Huh. So I still should have been able to have at least attended some of it. I'll have to make sure that I've got everything lined up to do that kind of thing next time. Man, and I gotta fix my laptop. The screen is starting to burn in. That's why! I am so sorry, Ryan. I did not know I was not subscribed to you. I have fixed that. I am now subscribed to you. Man, I am dropping the ball on following back other technicians. 1:30 a.m. and it's 12:30 for me, so you're only an hour ahead of me. Hey, JFix, you still here? Or does anyone know what that software is that you can use with Windows to do the colorful screen test on the computer? Because I think I need to figure out if this LCD is going bad or not. I don't think it's going bad, considering it still shows, but it is burning in on the screen. feel so much better now. Thank you so much, by the way, 8-Bit, for being as confused as I am. What music am I listening to? Does not sound like anything I know. Nope. The fun part is, it's normally just that leg. I don't know why it's the last leg that has the most issues. Maybe because it's the... No, it's not even the one closest to the screw. Okay. Am I seriously almost out of 16/16s, or did I just lose them? It looks like I'm almost out of them. What the hell? Hopefully those batteries arrive soon. I'm trying again to have another shipment sent to me of products, but the last shipment from FedEx got lost in Mississippi. Then they reshipped it to me on Friday using FedEx still, and now it's in Mississippi, and it's worrying me. But it says it originally said it should have been here by next Thursday, the 19th, but when I looked this morning, it said the 20th. And it said that it changed the date the moment it sat or went into Mississippi. I'm almost half tempted to call up that distributor and be like, what do I have to do to get you to ship me FedEx second day air uh, on your wholesale site? Because I found out I had been buying from their eBay page on the retail side of it for wholesale lots. And so my wholesale with them is actually much cheaper than their wholesale lots on eBay. But when they ship FedEx second day, I don't have issues. When they ship FedEx ground, I have issues. Kind of funny how that works sometimes. Okay, I need to line that up within the circle. But I can't complain too much because they give me free shipping on my orders, since my orders usually are over $500. but still, spending over $500 on an order to get lost is really annoying, especially when I told them I've had issues with FedEx in the past, and they're like, well, you know, FedEx has worked really great for us. We haven't had any issues with them yet. I was like, well, okay, well, we're gonna find out. Just extremely nervous because when I ordered it a couple, like, almost two weeks ago now, I did not need those. Now that it's been a couple weeks, I do need the parts. So, 8-Bit, what are you working on recently? I haven't seen you pop up in a while, or at least stream-wise. Wait a minute, did I check this battery? Fuck, I don't think I checked the battery. It's a brand new battery, but still, I make sure I test them. All the same. Cool, it's a good battery. Battery must register as good before it can go out for sale, so. Okay. No corrosion. Battery must have already been dead. Yeah, let's quick flow these battery connectors with some leaded solder. Hey Ryan, do you have any machines that you can recommend for silk screening chips? Thermal's not working. Is the wire not soldered in properly? Like the motor did. That should be rumbling. No, that battery's dead somehow. How are all my AAAs dead? They're supposed to be like brand new AAAs. Okay. After this, I'm buying those rechargeable ones. Can batteries die from temperature change? Well, I should know that. That is a yes, but I haven't had that extreme. But I'm sure that would be killing off all these AAAs. Alright, let's change that to... I have it on the wrong setting. Still not the best results. These are just barely alive. so this motor is working. Okay, let's try this again. Make sure that because now we confirm the rumble does work. Let's make sure the rumble works fully cased. There we go. Don't know what its issue was, but it's fixed now. Strange. So this USB port really did get damaged somehow. Okay, so it shows 5 volts being pulled. Huh. Is there a short? Okay, so it's recognizing. So it's pulling 5 volts into the computer. Hello, Ace. How are you doing today, good sir? So this guy managed to damage the USB-C port on this. Well, damn. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do that one. We don't have those ports right now. This one has ever so slight drift. Nothing that anyone would actually notice, though. Although the right stick has a bit minor drift more. Right, well, you know what? This is the Heartbreak Edition one, so upgrade this one to TMR ones, gift it to my brother, and then take his controller and put it up for sale because I have a box for it. And because I don't have replacements of these sticks, or of the caps, I have to use the original caps. So there's a guy selling a whole bunch of PlayStation 5 parts, like bins of just parts. And I'm debating buying them from him, but he doesn't have a price. And he's like, well, I figured you'd have a good idea of what they're worth. And it's like, you don't have a list for me. You don't have a price. I'm trying to figure out the best way to price it out, because like I want to be like, here's $100, ship it to me. But the guy says there's at least 5 complete controllers that you can make right off the bat. It's like, don't know how much I want to trust it. But if I could get them dirt cheap, not really sketchy. The guy sent me the pictures of what he has, but he said that he was wanting to work on them, but now he's just done with it and is getting rid of all of his PS5 modding stuff. You know, but he's not really sure what he wants to get rid of them for, so. And it's one of those that he's part of the Repair Legion Facebook group, so. Well, thank you, Grass Puddle, and welcome in. Actually, I could pull it up real quick. I think. I need more drinks. Alright, here you guys go. So, we have this picture here. He says this is all included, so his reels of solder, the ghillie kit sticks that he's got. He's got all these remapping flex PCBs, boards, all these parts. And he said he's just done with them. He doesn't want to do anymore. So I'm not really sure what to offer him, because like I could definitely see a crap load of parts that look like they're all brand new. But the guy doesn't even know what he's wanting, but he wants to get rid of them all. It's like, dude, I box it all up, ship it out to me, and I'll take it for free then. But I don't want to be that guy. And like, so he reached out to me because I commented on his post. He said, just trying to get rid of it, so I'm sure we can work it out. I said, that sounds great to me. Do you have an idea of what you're looking for them? I'm definitely interested, but would need to plan a little for it. He said, I was honestly going to say you probably have a better idea than I do. LOL. Let me send photos. Send me those pictures. Said it's 100% DualSense controller parts. 5+ potential setups with extras, I would say. A couple new ribbons, triggers, also have all the front pieces as well, which are not photos, so he's got even more. Uh, so I said that's definitely quite a bit. Asked if he would mind if I get back to him tonight or tomorrow. Give him a fair price on it all. So if it's okay with him, I'd like to try calculating a little. Would be around 100 plus. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about $100 because he does have quite a bit of stuff, but like at that same token, I'm taking a huge amount of risk buying all that, you know? And I have to assume that those Ghillie Kit sticks are not ones he's messed with, that they are actually brand new, which would be $30 per set, which would be $60 right off the bat. That's why I'm trying to figure out, because I would love to know what the shipping cost would be on that. Although if he ships it UPS, I potentially get uh, I could potentially get it for a lot cheaper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a huge amount of risk. You know, I could potentially just sell the parts on eBay and recover my money and have a crap ton, of OEM DualSense controller parts that I could probably rebuild a few controllers. And then if I could rebuild those 5+ controllers that he claims are there, I could probably get, I can definitely sell them for like $60 a piece, refurbished with TMR sticks. So, I can make quite a bit of money, but it is a huge amount of risk since he doesn't have an inventory list. He, like you said, didn't tell me what he's done to them. All he said is he's just done. He doesn't want to do it anymore. But if you guys also think that about $100 would be a fair offer, then I'll get a couple of my repairs picked up and then send them an offer. Tell them, hey, if you can find out what shipping is, I can pay you $100 plus shipping. But I don't want to pay $100+ in shipping. And make it very clear that I want the cheapest shipping option for that. And yes, it will be PayPal goods and services. Because even though he's part of the Repair Legion group, I don't trust no one that I've not done business with before. Oh, looks like one of these legs did not get desoldered all the way. I do love when these are so nice to remove because of the Moo Machine. Welcome back, Moo Machine. Yeah, that's why I go buy 2 grass. Because I bought parts from people before, but usually they have a price. Like, I bought a massive box of N64 controllers that the guy's like, hey, I tell you what, man, shipping's probably going to be like $40, so $120, and there's a crap load of N64 controller parts. There's 3 original Xboxes, and I'm going to ship them all to you. And it's like $120. He's like, yep. I know I said $80 in my listing, but with shipping being like $40, I really don't want to eat that. I'm like, dude, $120, fair. He shipped it up here. I had like, I don't know, he sent me enough parts for like 10 N64 controllers. I fully refurbished those OEM N64 controllers, sold them for $30 a piece. Made my money back plus some. You know? And then I still have the 3 OG Xboxes, which he sent all the hookups and controllers for, that I still have to go through. But when they don't have any idea of what they want to sell it for, And it's kind of like, oh yeah, just shoot me a price. It's like, bro, you know how much money you invested in this, and you know how much money you'd like to get back. Like, tell me a price that you would like to get back for this. You know, even if it's like I spent like $200, man. If I could get $100, back, you've got well over $100 in parts alone here. Low ball at first. Yeah, but how far is a fair low ball? Do I tell him $50 plus shipping? And if he goes, dude, I'm actually hoping to get more, be like, well, what do you want? Because I already asked him what he's looking for, and he said he doesn't have a price. So, $50 plus shipping. I also hope. Okay. Yeah, I can ask about shipping. I also don't want someone slamming me on one of these posts. Who is messaging me? Yeah, I don't really care about you messaging the woman. Jeez. God. Really don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's in the 48. I can't imagine shipping being too expensive for all those parts, because considering shipping 3 Xboxes and a crapload of N64 controllers a little under a year ago was only like $40. I can't imagine all those totes that he's got are as heavy as that. You know what I mean? I just don't want getting slammed on like the Legion code or the Legion page, uh, because I offered him something low. I hope he's not that kind of person to be like, oh yeah, no, fuck you, man, $50, get lost, and then tries to slam me. Because, gonna be honest, that Facebook group is not the kindest group I've been in. They're not really the helpful type either. Yeah, but I still try to grab as much information from that as I can. And for some reason, a lot of uh, parts lots wind up on that group. So it's like, oh, so you're a repair technician who's done with the trade, huh? Yeah, I'll buy up all your retro parts. Unfortunately, I don't have the room to be doing this, but I do. So, kind of stupid on my part, but at the same token, helps me make money. What I'd love is to buy a nice place. Not fancy or anything, just big enough that I can utilize it. No, Grass Puddle, I need to make money. No, I don't care. Send me a thing on Discord and tell me what stuff you're looking for. And as I come across them on the Facebook groups I'm a part of, if it's something that you're interested in, I'll just shoot you over the link. Because lately I've joined a PS3 modding group, Game Boy modding group. I've joined I'm a part of the Legion group. I'm a part of Coders group. I keep joining all these repair and modding groups just for the sole thing of grabbing information. And when people quit, they post them to the groups, going, "Oh yeah, no, I'm getting rid of all my stuff because I'm closing down my phone repair shop, so all this gaming stuff is going too." It's like, damn, mine. I do wish some of the business buy sell trade groups that I'm a part of were more wholesale, but it is slightly annoying. Ooh, CDIs. Man, I gotta start rebuilding some CDIs. Yeah, send me a thing on Discord. If it's nothing that I'm gonna make money off of, because like I have too much or something, I'll shoot it over your way, and if you can make money off of it, go make a deal on it. Just keep in mind when it comes to retro games, I do get a little bit greedy because, well, unfortunately, with the high amount of resellers up here, getting good retro games is kind of a pain. So if I can buy up broken ones, refurbish them, and get them back out on the shelves, it does me really good. And those are nice and flat, and it looks like they're all nicely soldered. Which one has the Kung Fu game? I think that's CDI. Just fun. See, Grass, I'm not that kind of person though. I I am that stubborn SOB that's like I'm the one that's actually I've been shooting Booter stuff and being like, hey Booter, if you've got broken stuff, send it my way. And he's like, dude, you don't want this stuff. You don't got the space for it. And it's like, bro, I want it. I don't fix everything, but I'm gonna sure as hell try. Now, 1001 says if it's gonna cost me too much money, uh, I would probably send it over your way because the big thing I try to do is like PS4s. I see those pop up a lot, and people are wanting like $60 or $70 per PS4 not working with no hookups or no controllers. But GameStop is only paying like $50 for that console. So why would I pay someone else $60+ for a broken one when GameStop is paying $50 for them and I'm selling them for 200 and GameStop is selling them for like 250. You know, so I try to keep things as close to like what GameStop's paying for stuff for the broken stuff. So if GameStop's paying $50 for PS5 or PS4, and I spot some PS4s that are busted, I try to make sure they're around 50, $60 with all the hookups. Because I will take a little bit of a hit to get consoles on the shelf. But I also have a crap ton of PS4s that I need to refurbish anyway. And it sounds bad because everyone bashes on GameStop, but like, if they're only paying $50 for a $200 console, that console is not necessarily valuable to me, you know? Now, N64s are valuable even though GameStop only pays like $15 for those, because once I refurbish them, they're $130 consoles left and right all day long. And I do not have a single customer who complains. Every single one who sees the $130 price tag is like, holy crap, man, that is cheap. And it's like, and it's fully refurbished. Yeah, it's screwed up, Makina. Oh yeah, PS4s are definitely very low. They're in that awkward spot right now where, because PS5 plays PS4 games, if you don't have a PS5, getting a PS4 for $200 fully refurbished with a controller with like TMR sticks is a great deal. But if you have the money for a PS5, people aren't paying for PS4s, they're just buying PS5s. But I have no clue why some of these people like to go, oh yeah, no, broken, here you go, crap ton of money. I remember when people used to put Pokemon games on eBay. $10 doesn't save, and it's like, dude, that's a $40 game. Let me at least pay you $20, to cover some of the shipping. Like, nah, man, it doesn't save. It's $10, free shipping. It's like, okay, give me every single one you can find. Replace the battery, works just fine. Put it out for sale, $40 game. Now they're like $60, and people are like on eBay for it going, oh yeah, nope, $55 does not work. Can't get it to turn on. And it's like, bro, that's a $60 game. And they're like, exactly, that's why it's 55 because it doesn't work. It's like, nope, not happening. People are strange. Gray, black, red, black. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I think too much of every industry got screwed over during lockdowns and COVID because there's too many people on TikTok and YouTube brainwashing people, telling them that they're getting ripped off and telling them that they should just go resell on eBay themselves. Because I noticed after lockdown or during lockdown was when all those you're getting ripped off, your employer is not paying you enough videos showed up. And then afterwards, there was all this huge flux of resellers everywhere to the point where companies for wholesale are now like, you have to spend a minimum $10,000 with us for us to send you new releases because there's too many Facebook resellers out there now. So we need a way to like weed them out and remain loyal to only actual stores. Whereas beforehand, it's like, hey, here's my business license, man, and they're like, okay, here you go. Gonna send you $1,000 of new Pokemon cards and releases and games. Kicked and banned me. Oh, Game Console Repair Legion. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they haven't banned me yet. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a nobody, especially compared to like you, Booter, and Uber. But like, I'm on both pages, and they haven't banned me. So I'm just kind of like keeping a low profile, buying up what I can, and because like someone was having an issue with the Super Nintendo console, saying that they weren't getting video, but they got the power light. So I told them to replace that 1.5 volt fuse that's right by the power supply. There were so many people bashing on me because he said that he had gotten power but wasn't getting video. And it's like, dude, I have repaired way more Super Nintendos than I can guarantee 99% on that Facebook page have ever touched or looked at in their full lives. And about 90% of the time, if you got power and no video, and the cartridge slot wasn't dirty, replacing that fuse restored video. A fuse could still be faulty even though it hasn't blown. It's completely possible, and people were bashing on me for it and being like, "Oh, well, you're too young to do this, too young to understand that." And it's like, dude, go fuck yourself. So I've stopped posting to that group or groups like it, and I just primarily sit there waiting, looking for the opportunity to strike for a deal. I really hate when people try to use the whole age excuse. It's like, I may be younger with you, but I can guarantee you I probably have more experience than you do. Not like you, Ace. You have way more experience than I do, but I'm hoping there's at least one thing that I might be better at than you. Maybe, possibly. I could probably smoke salmon better than you can. Yeah. No, they've been nothing but douchebags to me. But like I said, once in a blue moon, I do get a good deal on there. So you know, one of the things I'm really disliking about them is there's still a lot of people using BWE software. And you know what? I am not here to tell you what software to use. If you're still using that software after all the stuff about it came out, that's up on you, man. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. But when they ask for help and all they get is, "Oh my god, you're still using that pedo software? Like, come on, man. Use a better software." It's like, dude, it's not your place to tell the guy to stop using someone's software. If they're comfortable with that software and it still works, it's their software. Let them do what they want. They're just asking you if you know what this error code means. If you know what it means, tell them what the error code means. Like, come on. We're all technicians here trying to repair the world just a little bit at a time. I thought so too, but I see them pop up every now and then with the error codes, and all they do is get bashed by those members, and it's like, dude, that's not cool. He's asking for help. Help the guy. You know? We're all technicians just trying to repair stuff. So stop being a douchebag. But I don't know if you can or can't, but I see it pop up with the errors once in a while, so. But it just really irks me when they just bash on the people for using that software, and it's like, okay, that's like bashing someone for using an iPhone or a Samsung. You're no better than that kind of guy. Really. See, I never got the opportunity to use it, and from what I've been told, there are some instances where I'm not really missing anything, but there are also some instances where there were a few things that, like, CST and coder software don't have. So I didn't look too much into it, except for the actual actions that the dude was doing. And I didn't even look into those until he tried bashing on Uber and Jessa. Then it's like, dude, come on, don't do that. Why you do that? Then I got a little bit invested in making sure that he got his just desserts. Holy crap, you got a refund, Ace? I heard there's a crap ton of people who still haven't received refunds. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's one of the things I really disliked. Uh, you know, what I really hope would have happened was for someone during that whole situation, and it sounds bad, but hear me out. I wish someone during that whole situation would have cloned his software, pulled all the information from his computer, do the reverse hacking to him, and get all that stuff, and then turn around and let the rest of it take its course. Because if you have software that has all this information on it, like, and you're trying to get them out of the picture, grab the information. Just quick grab the information, then get rid of the dude. Wow. That's I mean, Ace, I don't know if I should say good for you or I'm sorry. Like, that's still kind of a douche thing to do, but at least you got the refund. You know, I know several people who had a similar thing, but like they never got the refund. He just banned them and was like, no reason, like Uber. Yeah, that's why I'm like irked that with all the people who were so smart and all the people who were doing the software and writing the codes and stuff and were knowing exactly what he was doing, there's not a single person that popped in there, grabbed the information, and pulled out. Even if they grabbed enough information that it's like, here you go. We weren't able to grab everything from the POS, but you know, we grabbed this at least. Wait, seriously? Ace, is that true? Were you actually? I know you were kidding about him being a pedo snitch, but Ace, were you actually the one that told Lee and Rossman what he looked like, or was that someone else? Because I do know both of them said that someone in Australia told them, but they never named who it was in Australia that told them about him. Heartbreak controller with TMR sticks. Yeah, I know, but he still had codes. You know? That's one of those things that really irks me when people like get rid of software because of the person that's behind it. It's like if the guy is a terrible person and you want him out of the repair scene, by all means, I don't care. Get rid of the dude. But first, take the information. Like he has information that none of us have. How he got it, I don't give a shit. Go steal the information. I mean, definitely. But like at the same time, Ace, there's not a single person, and you're telling me there's not a single person in that full entire, our full entire repair scene, out of the full entire world of networks that are around, that could have sniffed his computer and uh, grabbed the stuff. It just baffles me because that can't be true. There's bound to be someone who, in this time frame, while all this stuff was going on, could have sent the sniffer over to his computer, snagged the information, and pulled it out before anything happened. Even if it was just a small amount. You know what I mean? if someone like that was smart enough to get the codes, then there's gotta at least have been someone out there who could have grabbed the codes from him before all was said and done. You know what I mean? Oh, this one is not happy. I didn't screw up the board. Did I screw up the board? I don't think there was anything I did wrong with this repair. You know? Yeah, if only that were true, we'd have the codes then. And that's the only thing I care about is whatever is available that you could maintain from to get it. Because it's stupid to throw away information. Because knowledge is power. And the more knowledge you have, the more power you gain. Well, getting their implementation would have been nice. Just saying. I mean, I'm not really one to talk. I couldn't do anything, so. Well, that's because you're a super duper amazing technician, Ace. Not all of us are as much of a genius as you are, though. I did mess this up. There is one pin that I did not solder. How did I miss one pin not soldering? The freaking via's missing. That's why. Yeah. And I was actually just about to buy that software too before that whole thing started happening. Okay, so apparently one of these vias did not grab. Which means I have to take that board out so that I can bridge it on the opposite side. How did I miss a via pulley? Hell, if I was smart enough to have do any software like that, I wouldn't be relying on what's his name, the one that's doing the coding for Madi on DriftGuard, Louis or whatever, for the controllers. I would have just made my own software to redo the calibrations. But I ain't that smart. I ain't smart at all. Kinda dumb. Okay, so once I fix this controller, then I'm going to bed. Right, let's take that pot off so I can repair the board. Okay, so I just need to fix one pot, and it should be good. Oh yeah, there are, but not a single one of them so far do PS3, do PS2 or stuff like that. Plus, eventually, I have an idea for something that I want to do that's going to require me using those. So, that's pretty cool. Wait a minute, was that the one I did? The 1708 that I transferred to TMR? I don't remember what I had gotten that one down to. I mean, you guys probably want to see what I'm doing, huh? That is kind of the point of this. I'd rather do it on the bottom side of the board. Oh, it was? Okay. I have to go back on my stream and see what the one I did TMR on was. Because I've been upgrading everything to TMR if I can. I'm actually trying to get Hall Pike to make 360 TMR sticks. They keep telling me it's not worth the money, and I'm like, dude, if I had the money, I'd give it to you. But I can guarantee you, if you made TMR sticks for 360, they will sell. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, nope, I can guarantee you they will sell because I already know several shops that would carry them. Turn $40 controllers into $60 controllers at those shops. Anyway, where's my thing? I need this because I gotta find out where this piece goes to. Okay, so I know that this goes there. So C24. So I would have to assume that that goes to test point 64. Sorry guys, you're not going to be able to really see this that well. Okay, so yeah, that middle piece goes to test point 64. So if we plug this back in, I should be able to solder those back. And then if I grab some of my wire, where did I put my wire? See, this would be something I would love to be able to make flex PCBs for, like you know, like Lee does. Because I would love to just be able to be like, oh yeah, no, I messed up this via. Let me like just quick get this flex PCB made. So if this via is messed up in the future, we have something to attach it to. You know what? Screw it. I'm sick and tired of saying I wish I was as smart as this guy or as smart as that guy. Let's get as smart as them, if not smarter. I can become smarterer. I swears. First, I gotta find out where I put my damn wire. The desk was organized, guys, I swear. Ah, there's the wire. Actually, is that thin enough that I could feed it to the other side? Yeah, but that wouldn't really do me any good now, would it? How did that work out for you, 8-bit? Because I'm trying to keep tabs on sticks. Alright. Is this now connected to the test point? Because it still supplies the same. Okay, that should work. Is it perfect? Nope. Should work. Yep. We're gonna find out in just a sec. Did I fix the issue I was having? Oh man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get going soon. Otherwise, it's gonna be a pain in my rear to wake up in the morning. Okay. Yep, that fixed the issue. So before I do all the calibration, let's get the stuff soldered back in place. Touch up all the solder. Okay, so that should be good. Yes, Makina, Green Day. What? Surprised to hear Green Day nowadays, or surprised that I listen to Green Day? Well, I'm hoping that it's quiet enough that YouTube doesn't do the copyright strike. That way I can listen to my music while I'm streaming. And so far, it doesn't look like YouTube has any copyright strikes popping up on this live stream, so might be working. I'm not monetized yet, so I don't know if they care, but hey, Peb, how you doing? And we are driftless. Cool. Now this controller is good to go. Uh, awesome. So that means I can continue to listen to my music while streaming. And there's enough distortion then that if you guys recognize it, you guys can also listen to it while my chill background music is playing. Loopholes. uh, I want some coffee, but I also gotta get to bed. Oh, I was gonna buy some whiskey today because I'm out, but the cheapest bottle they had was like $17 for uh, a bottle like this big, and it's like I don't have any space for that. Yeah. I like Blondie. You must be careful touching this metal after using it to clean the moo machine. It's hot. Yeti needs a shelf. Wait, Ace, you can't get bottles for that cheap? Now, to be fair, it's not like it was the best brand. It wasn't like Jack Daniels or anything like that. It was, oh, it's a stupid white label. It's like brand 29 or something like that. But still, whiskey's whiskey. Yeti needs a shelf. What would I put that? What would I do with that shelf? Grass pedal. Why do I need a shelf? I'm curious now. Jeez. I would offer to send you some, Ace, but I can only imagine what shipping to Australia is going to be for something like that. Now, to be fair, like the cheapest bottle of Jack Daniels is like $30, but I think it's more than 700 milliliters for the $30 bottle. I could probably get some shooters for a couple dollars, but oh, to put whiskey on it? Oh. Yeah, no. If I had space, I definitely would make it an alcohol shelf. But I don't have space for it. uh, Alright, guys. Appreciate you all stopping in and saying hello and joining me. But I am going to go to bed now because I am tired. It's almost been 3 hours, weirdly enough. It doesn't feel like I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Actually, You know what? We have 8 minutes. Why not make it? No, I don't want to spend more time right now. Well, have fun, everyone. Hope you all rest well, or for those of you where it is morning, hope you enjoy your mornings and your coffee. I will be doing that in a few hours. Probably 4 to 6 hours. Depends when I get out of bed now. You're more than welcome, Grass Petal. We're gonna see if I can wake up in the morning. If I can wake up in the morning, I'll probably be back to do more. Half tempted to let. Nah. Okay.